What do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. What the hell do you have to lose?
Hanging with billionaires, I appreciate that.
Hey, I grew up in America in a ruthless neighborhood.
We do regularly, Congressman, clips of people from the south side of Chicago, from the Bronx in New York, or urban communities that are like, nah, man, we're effing with Trump this election. We're done, right? Trump's my boy. Like we do those clips, and we have an abundance of them. Right. But something that I wasn't counting on my bingo card for 2024, although I guess at what point do we just break the wheel and say anything's possible, is one of the biggest rappers in the world, one of the most followed rappers in the world, Meek Mill.
Meek Millie came out. Yeah.
Meek Mill quoting my tweet and being like, wait till y'all see who the black people in poverty are voting for.
Whoa. Biden throwing money at the black community in a last-ditch effort to buy votes is not working. I guess Biden going to speak at the Mecca of HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities, specifically Howard University, and telling them that the greatest threat to America is racism and white supremacy. I guess that's not working for you. I guess all of your stories about Corn Pop and how he was a bad dude and how you was able to shut him down and make him act right, that didn't really resonate with the black voters. I guess you going on Breakfast Club and you telling them, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I guess that didn't resonate with black voters. I guess you hiring a black woman as your VP as a way to gain more black votes is not resonating with black people. Because Meek Millie from Philly, he got something else to say about this, baby.
Can you break this down for us? Like, I think that what he's doing, and we were counting on, I don't know Meek Mill. He's welcome to come on the show anytime. I invite you and Meek Mill on the show, right? We had a great conversation.
Thank you, A-Cube.
I think what he's doing is he's saying that Democrat policies have been terrible for poor people, especially, and that there are communities that feel utterly left behind, and they're going to vote the opposite direction in 2024. Your thoughts?
Man, Meek Millie, ASAP Rocky, Kodak Black, man. The list is, Lil Wayne. What are we talking about? Like, these are black people that are in touch with the black community, and black men are looking around and they're saying, this sucks. The Biden administration sucks. And you know what? 4 years ago, it didn't suck. And then meanwhile, we're sitting there complaining about tweets and MAGA this, and people are racist. Look, the rising tide raises all boats. But black people in the hood, they don't want to pay more taxes either. They want to be safer as well. They don't want fewer law enforcement or fewer police officers. We want more police officers. This is not even a race issue. And what we've seen in the last 4 years is this country go to absolute hell in a handbasket. And everybody's looking around pointing the fingers. And you know what we realize that is? This happened ever since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, our board czar, took office. So you know what? Let's go back to the way it was a few years ago. And now we feel emboldened. A lot of black people feel emboldened to actually speak their mind and speak their heart because now we have proof. We have proof that we were better off before, and we just want to get back to that. This has nothing to do with race, religion, color, or creed. This has everything to do with your quality of life. Am I better off then? Am I better off now? And black folks are realizing we're better off now. And I think President Trump is going to get between 25 and 30% of the black male vote. He set a record in 2020. He got 18.7% of the black male vote. If he gets 25, kiss the baby. This thing is over. And Democrats know that. And that's why they're acting like caged animals to get him out of there.
I never heard that before, kiss the baby. This thing over.
They're hemorrhaging the black male vote. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing it every single day. And by Meek Mill of all people, coming out and being like, yeah, man, like the streets got his back. Let's go. Let's go.
We have the B-roll. It'll just play beside you of Fani Willis's hometown on the night that she arrested Donald Trump, mugshots in the studio, coming out to support Donald Trump. People getting out of their houses, out of their buildings to come out and cheer Donald Trump as he rolls through the street, right?
Yeah.
Saying, free my boy Trump. That's what they were saying. Fanny done effed up.
Yeah.
But little did we know how right they were. The entire A block of the show was about how Fani did F up by effing around with one of her lawyers, by meeting with the Biden White House, by meeting with the January 6th committee, by paying her lover boy an enormous amount of money, even though he doesn't do these kind of cases and doesn't have any kind of pedigree as a lawyer. And he's just into big fannies. And so we're looking at...
He's just into big fannies. I see what you did there, Benny. You talking about booties, ain't you?
this and saying, how? And now there's a judge that's scheduling like a hearing saying, hold up, something ain't right here. What do you think is going to happen in this case?
Oh, well, Joe Biden right now is polling at 31%, the lowest we've seen in modern history. The only person worse than that is Kamala Harris. She's polling worse than that. She's the worst polling vice president we have seen in the history of this country. And while Dick Cheney was vice president, he shot somebody. Think about that. You're doing worse than Dick Cheney at this point. He shot somebody, a friend of his, in the face with birdshot. Thank God it wasn't buckshot. At what point do we realize that these are Democrats that are going after President Trump, and it's witch hunt after witch hunt after witch hunt, indictment all over the country? It's New York, it's Georgia, it's everywhere, it's Fani. They're doing this because they're trying their best to keep him off the ballot. But thank God for our Constitution, and thank God for the Supreme Court, because they're not going to let them get away with this. And I hope that he goes after Fani with full force when this is over. This is ridiculous. Taxpaying dollars were paid to enrich a man that she had an affair with because he wants to make President Trump a political prisoner. What?
Yeah.
What? This is what's happening in our country right now. And the good thing is we have shows like yours. There's people like me, there's people around the country that are exposing this for exactly what it is. Thank God. And thank God your viewership is going to watch this and disseminate this accordingly. That's why we're going to be okay in November. We don't have to worry about the fake news, man. We don't have to worry about NBL, LSD, and CNN and everybody else. The only thing we have to do is stay focused on the issues, shows like you to really put out what's going on, and we're going to be just fine. But let me tell you something, man. The people are getting ready to speak, and we're getting ready to speak loud and clear. We're sick of the corruption. We are sick of the two-tier justice system. And I also want to say this. I was on Triggered yesterday with Don Jr., and we were talking about he versus Hunter Biden. Could you imagine? Go with it. Could you imagine if Donald Trump Jr. behaved the way that Hunter Biden has behaved? Could you imagine if we found cocaine in the White House that nobody knows whose cocaine it was? Could you imagine if
We all know whose cocaine that was. It was Karine Jean-Pierre's.
Down on camera measuring?
I think it was Kamala's, because she act like she's, I promise you, man, and listen, I know y'all believe that it was Hunter's, but Kamala act like she's high all the time. She act like she's high all the time, man. Like she's off of a gummy or something. Something is just got her giggly all the time.
Crack. While prostitutes are in the back that are being paid for by money that you got because of who your father was. This is ridiculous. And now we know it. And that's indicative of why President Trump set a record in Iowa. We're going to see the same thing in New Hampshire. We're going to see the same thing in Nevada. We're going to see the same thing in South Carolina. And I cannot wait to watch it. And I'm even more proud to be a part of the movement, brother.
They are betting they are hoping that them voting him out of office, or not voting him out of office, them locking him up will be their saving grace. That's what they're hoping for. And honestly, that's the thing that I don't like the games that they're playing. I really don't, because if they'll do this, then they'll do the final thing that nobody wants to happen. They are grasping for straws, something that'll work. They want to bury this guy under the jail, the same way that they're trying to do to the protesters at the Capitol. I want to say the name of, y'all know the name. This is, you know what I mean? It's the first syllable of the first month and Sixers, you know what I mean? But It's crazy. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. We have a ton of playlists for you to go check out. We got Benny Johnson videos. We got Vivek videos. We got Trump videos. We got Tucker videos. We got Officer Tatum videos, Black Conservative Perspective, Candace Owens. We got comedy. We got music. We have everything. All right. So spend some time inside of our playlist. Enjoy the content, and if you have any questions, reach out to me. Also, anyone that's looking to be coached with this YouTube thing, we have been having some successes lately. Apparently what we're teaching works, so feel free to reach out to me with the word coach, and I will get back to you. Usually when somebody, a content creator, is offering some service or product or something like that, and you try to contact them, you're gonna reach 4 or 5 of their workers and employees and assistants, or people trying to set you up for whatever's next. And you know what I mean? I'm not that guy. When you reach out to me, you're going to talk to me 100%, and we're going to figure out whether or not we are a good fit, because I don't just work with anyone. I got to make sure that you're a good fit. Same as you. You got to make sure I'm a good fit for what you're trying to do. So love y'all, man. See y'all in the next video. Jane 6, we have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach.